You're listening.
You're listening
You're listening
to another episode
of the Fresh Takes
Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Fresh Takes Podcast. I am your host, Tim, alongside my two fabulous co-hosts, Tank and Pat. And last Saturday, if you did not see, well, last week, we didn't have a video on Wednesday, but Saturday, Tank dropped his top 5 food mascots. So we wanted to bounce off of that video, and we're going to go back to the very first off-season we did of all the fantasy drafts. So we're going to do a fantasy draft of fast food or food mascots, whichever one you guys pick. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. I enjoyed doing the fantasy drafts when we did them. And if this video goes well, maybe we'll do more throughout the off season until it's time for regular season.
We're doing what? 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 1 tight end?
Yes, sir. Maybe right before the season starts, we'll do a current team NFC East draft, since we're going to be focusing on the NFC East this year, and we'll go from there. But before we even started off screen, Pat won the pick 1, then Tank got pick 2, and I am pick 3. So whenever you are ready, Pat, your team is on the board.
Alrighty, well, let's just get a reminder here. Tank, you have the second pick, and my gut tells me you're going to pick who your number 1 and your current mascot are. So let's just remind the crowd who it was so I can steal it. No, I'm just kidding. I am taking the burner, Chester Cheetah.
That was what I said was automatic number 1 pick, because that's who I was going to take number 1.
Take him.
yeah, clearly.
Yeah, he was stolen number 1 pick. I knew it.
Wide receiver?
No. Give me him at running back.
Yeah, that's what I had as my number 1.
I was going to put him at wide receiver because of his sticky hands.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
That Cheeto dust does work like a glove.
So, all right, Tank. Now that everybody's number 1 overall pick is off the board,
Gosh dang nabbits, I guess the only other thing I could think of would be for my running back, I'm gonna go Tony the Tiger.
You gotta be kidding me!
I knew Tim was going there.
That was gonna be my tight end.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd last back for my tight end.
I was about to rip him off for tight end, and then
he's got
have
Brandon
my second.
Brandon Jacobs in the backfield here.
Oh, how could you do that? All right, well, I guess I'll take my backup running back since Pat took Chester. So give me the Nesquik Rabbit at running back.
Okay.
And then I
slipped my mind.
I guess I'll have to take my backup tight end since Tank took the tight end I wanted. Give me old Grimace.
Grimace. I thought you were going a different route here.
Give me Grimace at tight end.
You know, I was going to take Grimace as my tight end too.
Well, you should have just taken Grimace, and I should have gotten Tony.
So it's back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Tricks Rabbit
Damn it.
at my wide receiver, because he can bounce high, and all I gotta do is throw the ball up and he can bounce up.
Oh my god.
The receiver pick.
That was the other running back I had picked.
Yeah, well.
Just letting you know, I have nothing written down. I got this on the backside. I'm literally trying to think of people to pick, and I'm like, I'll just wing it.
Yeah. Kind of my approach overall. I think I'm just gonna spruce up my backfield and give a little what is that? Smash and dash. What do they call that? When you have a speedster and a power back.
Oh yeah, like old Alvin Kamara and Mark Henry. Oh
Yeah,
no, Mark Henry. Why did I say Mark
Mark,
Mark
Mark,
Ingram?
Mark
Yeah,
Ingram.
yeah,
Mark
Mark
Henry
Henry
would
back
have
there.
definitely been a bust. That is kind of more the approach I'm going here, though, because I'm taking the Kool-Aid Man as my other
You're
running
taking
back.
who?
The
The
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
Man. Wow. Okay.
For where? You running back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dang, you should have. I would have taken him at tight end.
That's
No,
what I
no,
would have
no.
put him.
Short yardage, goal line situations, baby.
Wow. I mean,
He'll
you can
break
always throw
right
your tight
through.
end in there.
And then, so I think I'm going to go for my field general. And it only makes sense if it's allowed because it's technically a mascot, but I'm taking Colonel Sanders as my quarterback.
Yeah, I allow it.
No,
I allow it.
no, that was going to be my quarterback.
No,
No,
he's my
you need a
quarterback. He's
colonel
my
who can
colonel.
lead. The quarterback's usually your leader, and I was going to put my colonel at my very last pick.
Gotta take him early, Tank.
Trying to think. The Tank still has a running back to pick. I was going to say I could wait on my running back, but
There's gonna be no one for me to take for wide receiver. Like my wide receiver is gonna be terrible. I
oh,
can't think
I got a good wide receiver.
of thinking. All right, can I pick twice again, real quick?
No, man, I don't even know who to.
Think of the mascot you chose for your top five.
Oh no,
There's one on there that's pretty small that could be a nice running back, hard to take down.
man, oh man. The only see, I don't think the Pillsbury would be good as a running back.
I don't know. I mean, he's not going to be a good receiver. That ball
No,
would take him out.
I don't think he'd be a good tight end either. Give me. Oh my gosh, I really don't know. Um. Ooh, I can't think of his name all of a sudden. But the Cheerios B
Okay.
because
Does he
give me
have a name?
Sting. I don't know. Does he?
I don't know. I would think it would be Buzz because that's
I
just his
actually
name.
think it is.
But I'm going to put him at my running
Buzz
back because you
B.
got to Buzz B. Okay.
Yep, Buzz B.
Um, I'm gonna put him at my running back. Because you got to have a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah, okay.
He's got
Um,
agility.
well, since Pat took one of the QBs I had as a backup, I'll take my QB that I want so that nobody else, aka Tank, could take him. Although I don't think Tank would think of it. But give me another person who's known for leading. Give me old Captain Crunch.
Oh, there you go.
I was
Captain
literally going to say
Crunch.
after he said Colonel Sanders, I was like, oh, okay, Captain Crunch would be my next one.
Take them all of that.
Yep. Give me old Captain Crunch at quarterback and receiver number one. Give me Toucan Sam.
I like
You
it.
know, he could
Follow,
fly away. That's a good pick.
follow your nose.
Yes, sir. All right.
Tank. You don't have to take a quarterback now because you can
I would
wait.
say that
But
can be your last one.
Oh, it's going to be my last one now. Um, trying to think. I need a wide receiver two and a tight end.
Running back and a receiver. Better get your tight end out of the way because Pat still has to pick a tight end too.
Is there? I don't know. Is he just called the Yellow M&M?
They also have names, but
He's a big guy. He's a stocky guy. So give me him at my tight end.
He's an M&M.
And
yeah, he doesn't have a name.
He's a big guy. Nah, I get what you mean though. Like for what he's playing, he's a stocky.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a bad pick.
Could be.
Well, your game's in August all the way through like the middle of October. He's gonna melt. It's gonna be too hot.
no, because we're playing in indoor arenas.
Okay, arena
Strictly
football.
indoor.
And just
Yeah,
his insides melt. Don't his outside will never show any melting.
All right.
All right, so it's
I'm
Pat.
Sorry, I'm just still processing.
You need
all right,
two wide
well,
receivers and a tight end.
I'll take I'll kind of go Tim's approach here with my wide receiver. I feel like mine has a slight advantage because it's something he carries, though. I'll take the Vlasic Pickle Stork. He can catch the
Okay,
ball.
yeah, that's a good
He can
pick.
catch the ball right in that baby pouch.
I didn't even think of that guy.
And then tight end. I'm glad you didn't take him, Tank. I'm taking the biggest man on the block, the Jolly Green Giant.
Damn, that was gonna be my backup receiver, like receiver two. That because I was like, he's gonna be tall.
Yeah, like he is, but he is my Washington.
I need a
Crazy,
wide
man.
receiver.
Shouldn't he? Oh, and then your quarterback. Yeah, so you need a receiver and a quarterback.
Now, quick question. There's like that one for the Rice Krispies. Oh, it's what is it?
Only
Snap,
one of
crackle,
them.
pop?
You get snap, crackle, or pop. I think snap's the leader.
I guess give me ah, I know who I'm going for my wide receiver. The Lucky Charms dude. Because he just vanishes out of air.
Okay,
And then he'll revanish and boom.
Lucky the Leprechaun. That's a good one.
Good one. That's a good one.
All right, so then I got what? Receiver and running back?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I don't know who to take at running back though. That's the problem.
I'm thinking of a great one for running back, but I don't have one left. But
Oh man, who could be a really good one? I already know at receiver, I'm gonna take my boy, the hamburger helper glove. Lefty the glove.
there you go.
Who is it?
Lefty the glove.
Wide receiver, stick. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sure-handed.
Who could I take at running back?
Yeah,
You know what? Since we're taking in fast food mascots, and we can veto it if you guys want. But give me the Taco Bell Chihuahua dog.
I'll take it.
You know, I'm not gonna fight that one. I mean, you put some Taco Bell in that end zone, he's getting to the end zone.
Exactly.
So, I was gonna go with Ronald McDonald as my QB, but I'm not going Ronald McDonald.
I don't think of who.
I'm going with somebody who's going to be cooking 24/7. I'm going with somebody who has a chef's hat that can come up with good plays.
Okay.
Chef Boyardee.
Look, there is a big guy you could have put at quarterback that you dropped the ball on?
Ooh,
I won't say anything in case Pat wants to take him for last receiver.
yeah.
I don't want to give Pat an idea yet, but
Oh, give me the idea.
we'll do some honorable mentions after this.
Um, so I think I got the height for the bird. The bird can go high and whatnot. I have a giant tight end. So my other receiver, I'm going to use as more of a like a Debo Samuel type. Get the ball, do a lot with it. This is going to be the '90s version because they really changed it of the honeycombs,
Oh, okay.
the honeycomb monster. I feel like he gets that ball in his hand, he's going crazy.
But no, Tank, you really should have went with the Burger King King at your quarterback.
I was thinking about him too.
I was even thinking like maybe even Count Chocula.
That wouldn't have been bad. Surprised
Uh,
nobody took like the Pringles guy.
Pringles guy has no hands.
yeah, it's like hard to tell what his body is.
Yeah, Mr. Peanut would have been smashed.
Yeah, I was thinking about Mr. Peanut. He'll be my water boy.
I was really thinking instead of the Chihuahua dog, maybe taking Twinkie the Kid.
Uh,
Oh, you know what would have been a good tight end? Mr. Clean.
yeah.
Is that a food mascot?
I guess, well,
For some
nowadays.
challenges, I
I
guess.
mean, kids are eating Tide Pods these
I was
days.
gonna say
Yeah,
nowadays maybe. Oh, you know who we didn't do? The Cocoa
Who?
Puff bird.
Oh yeah, that could have been.
That definitely should have been way better than the freaking Chihuahua dog.
Yeah, because he goes cuckoo.
Yeah. Dang.
All right, I just sent you the picture of the board there, Tim.
Nobody wanted Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben.
Hey, it's Pearl Mining Milling Company now. Uncle Ben.
I wouldn't have minded them, but like I don't know where I would have really used them well.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, do you guys have any other ones? I had the Keebler Elf as one. Don't know where I would have put him, but
He was. It's kind of the same thing with the Pillsbury Doughboy you're saying. I feel like he'd just be like too tiny.
yeah. And then the only other one in my backups I had was Snap, Crackle, or Pop.
Yeah, they're nothing without the trio.
Yeah, but all right,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is our food mascot fantasy draft. Comment down below who you think had the better team.
Not
And
me.
if you guys like this and want us to do some more, comment down some things you think we should do for the fantasy drafts. I don't even really know what to do, right? Maybe like sitcom characters we could do. But other than that, well, I hope you guys enjoyed and take it away, Pat.
Man, yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these. They're always fun. Something a little different, but I'm pretty sure my team overall would dominate this league.
I think you got the running backs to take care.
But well, on to you. Thank you. The no
Yeah,
back-to-back picks kind of hurt, I think.
Yeah, that
Second
really
pick's always
screwed
the
me.
worst.
So other than that, you can follow us on the good old X, aka FKAARTA Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, we're out there. Don't forget we got a pump pass and kick coming up here next month. Or actually, no.
2 months.
Well,
Actually, yeah, it is. Month and a half.
when the video gets dropped, it'll be a month. But other than that, this is Tank signing off, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace, y'all.
Bye, everybody.